It's Wesfarmers CEO Rob Scott. He'd like the National Cabinet to prioritise tax reform. It's not unusual for big business to talk about this. Of course, they want to ease the pressure on their own hip pockets. But with the nation going through its first recession in effectively 30 years, you'd certainly have to think it is a relevant argument currently. We'll bring up a couple of graphics now. He's written an op-ed in The Australian today. He says, in effect, taxes need to raise enough revenue for essential services such as health and education, but not stifle activity nor leave us uncompetitive internationally. He also makes this point. He says, we need a cutting-edge competitive system better suited to 2020, not 1999, when it was last reformed, almost a decade before the iPhone was reformed. Pete?
Meanwhile, Jono, the Treasurer will announce changes to licences today. So what licences are we talking about?
Yeah, this is also something which seems to be ratified by National Cabinet. We're talking the likes of tradies and teachers. In effect, it's to make it easier for these groups to work between states. There's a lot of regulation which hinders them moving from one area to another. The government wants to make that easier for them and boost that employment, reduce the unemployment. We also are expecting something from the Masterbuilders Association today, the peak building group. They want an extra $5 billion in stimulus. Why? Well, we're expecting them to release the figures that say there's been a 27% drop in residential building activity, and there has also been the largest dive in commercial building since 1976, Pete.
Okay.
When the tradies do it tough, the nation does it tough.